Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is NURIN BATRISYIA, Binti BAKAR, and I'm from Group B. Today I would like to share some knowledge about 5 interesting topics. So the first topic is about computer crime and security. I found a news article from the Star about one of the highest computer crimes in Malaysia in the year 2025, which is online fraud or online scams. So, according to Datuk Sri Dr. Syamsul Anwar Nasara, Malaysia recorded 47,854 scam cases as of September 2025. This is a major increase compared to last year, which recorded 35,368 cases, meaning that an additional 12,486 cases were reported within just 1 year. These numbers clearly show how serious and widespread online fraud has become. So, what is online fraud? Online fraud refers to cybercrime involving deception through the internet, including fake emails, fraudulent websites, and misleading messages designed to steal personal or financial information. It also includes identity theft and other online financial schemes. Is it harmful? Yes, online fraud is extremely harmful, especially to the victims. The most immediate harm is financial loss, which can range from small amounts to a person's life saving. According to the Star, in October 2025, Malaysia recorded 1.919 billion ringgit in total loss as of September this year. This shows how damaging online fraud is not only to individuals but also to businesses and society. Is there any way to protect us from online fraud? So the simplest step is to always be cautious of messages, calls or emails from unknown source. Scammers often pretend to be bank officers or trusted organizations. They also use pressure tactics to create urgency so victims will reveal information or make payments. Another important tip is to avoid clicking on embedded links and instead visit the official website directly. If you ever become a victim of online fraud, you must act quickly. First, immediately contact your bank's 24-hour online to report any unauthorized transaction. Next, call the National Scam Response Center for faster action, then lodge a police report within 24 hours. For suspicious website or calls, you can also report to the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission through their complaint portal. In conclusion, online fraud is a serious and fast-growing computer crime in Malaysia. By staying alert, practicing safe online behavior, and knowing where to report incidents, we can help to reduce the number of victims and protect ourselves from becoming the next target. Moving on to the next topic, which is about intellectual property. Intellectual property, or IP, is crucial for software developers, especially those creating AI systems. In Malaysia, IP registration is managed by MyIPO. Protecting IP helps developers maintain ownership, prevent unauthorized use, and secure commercial value. AI software contains original code, algorithms, and branding, all of which can be legally protected. So there are 3 types of IP for AI software. Firstly is the copyright, which automatically protects source code, interface design, and documentation upon creation and can be strengthened through MyIPO's voluntary notification. Second is patents which apply to AI systems that introduce new and inventive methods or processes, offering up to 20 years of exclusive rights. Lastly is trademarks, which protect the software name, logo, or icon, which usually registered under Class 9 for software. The registration process starts on the MyIPO website by using the MyIP online system. Developers choose the type of IP and upload required documents such as code, samples for copyright, logos for trademark, or technical description and diagrams for patents. After submitting payment, MyIPO reviews the application. Once approved, MyIPO issues an official certificate. This gives the developer exclusive rights, improves software credibility, increases commercial value, and allows licensing opportunities. The next topic is about privacy and surveillance. So, in today's digital world, privacy is crucial because we share personal information every time we use websites or apps such as our names, IC numbers, address, or even bank details. If this data is exposed, it can lead to identity theft, fraud, financial loss, or even harassment. Privacy also ensures we know how our data is collected and give us control to correct or remove information that we do not want to share anymore. In Malaysia, privacy is mainly protected by the Personal Data Protection Act 2010, also known as PDPA. It regulates how personal data is used in commercial transactions. The Act includes principles like notice, security, and access, and failing to follow them can lead to fines or imprisonment, even worse, both. So, what is surveillance? Surveillance involves monitoring people's behavior or communication. It can be physical, like CCTV cameras, digital, such as tracking browsing activity, or financial to detect fraud and money laundering. Employers may monitor employees through network monitoring tools or CCTV. In Malaysia, the government may also intercept communications during national security situation, sometimes even without a warrant. Surveillance becomes an ethical issue when it violates privacy, autonomy, and consent. Because people are often monitored without knowing, it can reduce trust between citizens, employers, and the government. Next is the topic about computer reliability. So, what is computer reliability? Computer reliability refers to a system ability to perform consistently according to its specification. It is important because unreliable system can cause data loss, financial loss, and even safety risks, especially in healthcare and finance. A well-known example is the DTT3023 radiation machine, where software and hardware failures caused massive overdose and resulted in 6 deaths in the 1980s. Next, I'm going to share my own opinion about the mobile phone reliability between Apple and Android. Apple iPhones are known for high hardware reliability because Apple controls every part of its production, from the components to final assembly. Their device use high quality materials and strict quality control, making them less prone to issues like overheating or battery failure. On the other hand, Android phones, however, are produced by many manufacturers. High-end models like Samsung and Pixel can be very reliable, but cheaper Android phones may use lower quality parts, making reliability inconsistent across the ecosystem. For the software reliability, Apple also leads because iOS is tightly integrated with Apple hardware and receives fast and uniform updates across all supported devices. Android, being open source and running on thousands of device types, suffers from fragmentation. This means delayed updates, inconsistent performance, and a higher chance of bugs on some models. Overall, while premium Android devices can match Apple remains more consistent in both hardware and software reliability. I would like to share about professional ethics. I will explaining 4 principles from the Professional Code of Ethics by using an example of a software engineer that developed MySejahtera. The first principle is public. This means the software engineer must always prioritize the safety, privacy, and well-being of all users. They must protect personal health data, ensure the app functions smoothly, and avoid actions that could harm the public, such as security negligence or confusing features. The app should also be designed to be simple and accessible for all age groups, including senior citizens. The second principle is client and employer. In this case, the engineer must work professionally with both the government as the client and their company as the employer. This includes completing tasks honestly, communicating progress clearly, protecting confidential information, and avoiding any conflict of interest. Next is the product principle. The engineer must ensure the MySejahtera app meet high professional standards. This includes thorough testing, fixing bugs, strengthening security, and following proper development and data protection laws. Since the app is used nationwide, every feature must work reliably. Lastly, Professional judgment requires the engineer to make decisions based on facts, technical competence, and honesty. If they find issues like security risks or misleading features, they must report them and suggest solution. Overall, the engineer must remain responsible, objective, and ethical throughout the development process. That's all from me. Thank you.